All right, everybody, we are back. We are still roaming through Lenegis and finding out some information about the lords that we have dispatched, while also trying to find the Forbidden Zone.
This area doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district we went through.
Indeed. The effects of Lenegis's transformation appear to be less pronounced here. Or, viewed another way, this area was simply luckier.
Yeah. All right, let's talk to this guy. Or, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Pardon me.
Jesus, she's upset. This area falls under the sole jurisdiction of House Canerus. I must ask you to depart at once. Surely you don't claim to be ignorant of our famed house, ruled over by the esteemed Lord Almadria? If so, I urge you to listen well. In fact, I bid you listen carefully regardless. Have you ever noticed how in the history of Lenegis, only a few women lords have emerged to compete in the crown contest? Many have theories as to why this might be, but Lord Almadria quashed the doubts of any naysayers through sheer might. In fact, not only did she usurp her father and previous family master, she also removed her older brother to claim the seat for herself. She is a woman who stops at nothing to get what she wants, who gives her enemies nary the slightest opening to strike. Truly, Lord Almadria is a woman of talent. No one in all Rena better exemplifies the virtues of our nation's meritocracy. Soon, the age of a glorious woman sovereign reigning over Lenegis shall be upon us at last. Well, okay. I did not come over here for a speech, but...
To any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right, too.
That doesn't make it true. Too bad they couldn't see through her.
Yeah.
Oh boy, another old man.
Ridiculous.
Ugh, how loathsome. Oh, I was just reading about Volran. Can I help you?
Okay.
I was an ardent supporter of Lord Urwagil Hilderus myself. Were it not for his sudden death down on the surface, I likely still would be. In my eyes, Lord Urwagil is the true Water Lord. I don't believe for a second that he perished in some accident, like they say. As for how Volran runs Ganatheros, don't get me started. I hear he enslaves not only Danans, but even his fellow Renans. We may live in a society where the victor goes the spoils, but his actions go against what we as a people stand for. Besides, just what sort of family line is this House Ignaceri of his anyway? I never heard of it until he came along, which means they must be among the lowest dregs of society. That such an ignoble lineage could suddenly produce an astral art capable of ascending to lordship is unheard of. None of it makes any sense. Not to mention all of the upheaval around here of late. What is happening to our people? Well,
It seems like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volran either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganatheros changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
yeah.
When you think about it, the families of Renan lords must see them differently than the rest of us.
Yeah, despite the brutality they're known for.
They must have had a lot on their shoulders, carrying all the weight and responsibilities of Renan society.
Renans live in a world where strength and power determine their position in the social hierarchy, so they tend to grow up fiercely competitive. But their loyalty to their people is also strong. It's what brings them together against outside forces, and nothing exemplifies that more than the Lords.
That's what makes them the guardians of all of Rena, so to speak.
Right. It's the same reason Balsif hated my guts, and Ganabelt went after you, because we're threats to Rena.
Guess that makes you an even bigger oddball than we thought.
So, Alphen, have you gained anything from
Just
all
gonna
of
ignore
this?
law.
Yeah. I think it's made me realize that the lords were all people, too. Balsif and the others, they all had their own circumstances to deal with as they went through life.
Yeah, but still, just because they had loved ones in their lives doesn't mean...
I know. What they did was horrible. I'm not trying to dispute that. But at the same time, they weren't incomprehensible monsters either. They were individuals, just like the rest of us. So I guess what I'm trying to say is...
You're saying that they weren't bad because they were Renans, or because they were terrible monsters. Even if they did terrible things, they were still just people.
Rinwell.
Am I wrong?
Not at all.
Being a Danon doesn't make you a good person. And being a Renan doesn't make you a bad one. I think that's something we've all seen.
Xion and Dohalim definitely make a good case for it.
And I'm going to keep doing my best to make sure I earn that trust. As a fellow human being above all else.
Oh, right. Well, I like the fact that they've got that, you know, they know that exactly what they said. Being Renan doesn't make you bad. Being Danon doesn't make you good. People are people. All right. Ooh, there's a fire over there. Someone might want to put that out. Just gonna sit over there. Oh, okay, you're not alone. I thought you were just sitting by yourself. Staring at a wall. Okay, that can stay there then.
There's something I just don't get.
What is it?
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned, right? In which case, the current sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous contest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, who was it then?
Hanfricht Milgras.
Woo,
the former
that's a
lord
name.
of Cislodia, if memory serves.
So then this Hanfricht whatchamacallem, he's the current ruler of Rena?
The last I heard, yes. Though, admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the previous contest.
Yeah, I don't think
You're
that that's
saying
actually
ever since
happening.
becoming sovereign, he's never actually shown himself on Lenegis?
I guess over holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the sovereign that came before him.
Now that you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegis from the motherland, sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
When you live here, it's as if you're conditioned not to notice all these strange quirks and discrepancies. The question is then, by whom? And to what end?
A new Renis Alma is supposedly created to coincide with every crown contest, meaning each victor is awarded their very own. In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been contests.
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelagian, it didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to order. But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they? Quite frankly, I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
You and me both. Though we are Renan by blood, neither of us even knew that such a thing as a Dark Master Core existed, remember?
With any luck, the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around here chatting about it then. Let's get a move on.
Yeah, I want to hear these answers, because I am just utterly dying to know. So many mysteries right now. I need answers. Okay, nothing up here.
Doe?
Faria.
Varia? Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was...
Shut up.
Why are you here? Wait. Don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dana already. Nothing to say? Even though you were willing to kill Tarnigan to secure your position as Lord, you still... kill?
I'm here to take care of something. If you wish to continue this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out.
Whoa, lady!
Even after 7 years and living on that Danon rock, you haven't changed one bit. But let me tell you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you peace, then so be it.
Dohalim, what the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. but you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Wow.
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
Ma'am? I'm gonna have to ask you to go somewhere else. Ugh! Well, that doesn't bode well.
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Is it true? What she said about you killing someone?
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Oh, poor baby.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
I want to hug him. Okay. Wait. Okay, we haven't gone through the area yet. All right. So. Wait. Oh, see, now that's good. At least somebody's trying to put a fire out. Now then, are we finally going to get to some area where there's... Nope, still town. Okay. It says a park. Oh, it looks like an inn over here, too. All right, well. Just, make our way through here. Good job. You do real good helping, You keep trying. All right. Anything? No. Okay, just a hole. Oh, once again, good job, excellent work. Please put out those fires as soon as possible. You avoid more damage. Okay. I really suggest some kind of siding for your ugly walls. Oh, fountains.
Wow, this place is beautiful.
Yeah, it must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renin sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnigan. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnigan. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower-class upbringing, She possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnagin and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
Different
I
in a
would
good
have
way.
Once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagin and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagin had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnagin was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait, don't tell me she doesn't know.
Of course she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less, she would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty, instead I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Danans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Yeah.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim.
Yeah, you really have.
You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Frank as always. But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
And the rest of us.
To have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shion. I promise he does.
Oh.
I hope you're right.
Yes, he is aware. Hello?
Alphen.
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
Oh.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
Okay, who was being creepy and staring at people from around areas? Alright. Not gonna come out. I see. Oh well.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
Okay. Yep, thank you. Let's see if we can make anything. Ooh. All right, can't make. Well then. Okay. Well, I can make that, but it's not. Aha. That's amazing, but this is better. All right, so let's go ahead and look for... Oh. Why is this worse than what I have on? All right then. Oh yeah. Consumables, we're good on that. I don't really feel like I need to buy a lemon gel. We're good on that. Might buy a couple of these. Okay. We can manage the ranch. So, might as well. I don't know how it is that we're managing a ranch from up here, but, you know, I suppose that's fine.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Yes, please. All right, so what should we do? We should have... I don't actually know what the effect of Dark Mark is, but... Attack up, heal HP after battle, small. I feel like we're probably going into an area with a lot of loose Zeugles, so we might want to do the healing up. Again, holy mark, don't know what any of that means.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Thanks, Kisara. Oh. Well, good for you, Kisara. All right, let's go. Oh. Those aren't Zeugles.
Damn it. Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Nope, apparently not.
So much for them not wanting to fight.
Hold! I am Lord Dohalim of Elden Menencia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
Heck yeah. Hey, come back here! Man, I like that meteor storm. Heck yeah.
Astral art?
No, no astral art. We don't know what you're talking about. Nobody's doing that.
Astral energy! Full throttle!
You picked the wrong spot.
Do it!
Blow them away.
Keep rolling trouble.
I'm not done. Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Oh, yeah.
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
You mean, you know,
Yeah.
armored?
They weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met
Yeah.
back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
Yeah, that would be...
Well, with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Yep, we're just making all the enemies lately. That's fine. Okay, so we've got a little area up here. Oh, well, hello there. That's nice. We got a big guy. Oh, everybody's green.
Gotta break through! In a bind?
Here goes!
Take this!
Steering blade!
Eat this! Talon Hurricane! Soaring
Rings around us.
You're finished! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight! You're mine! Orochi's Fury! Eat this!
Leave the ensnaring to
Now!
me.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Now! Take this! Orochi's Fury!
Holy land!
Take this!
I'm not done!
Did you hear it?
Ignite!
A wailing lightning!
You shouldn't have messed with me.
Yeah, don't mess with law.
This one's got your name on it!
To action.
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Good, good. Oh, hello. You're so large.
Right, here goes! I'm not
Armor won't save you. Time.
I'm on it!
Radiant light! Lightning
Here I come!
As if the normal creepy quality is disgusting enough.
Holy glimmer! Holy land! A chain between two messages.
I'm not done!
Divine savior! That'll bring you down.
I'm just getting started.
Try harder! You're mine!
Raging flame.
Raging
Vacuum blade!
Whoa.
Stop its charge.
Nope, no, don't you dare. You stop right now.
Lightning orb! All blah 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 magic! Maelstrom!
You shattering up! Coming through!
Okay.
Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help?
Burn in hell!
Healing funnel! Vanquish circle!
I'm not done!
Hurricane!
There!
Get out of this. Now I'm in the groove.
Blade!
Let them mark
You're mine!
Carve through.
Orochi's Fury!
Nope, got that.
Leave the charges to me.
Orochi's Fury! Here I come!
Ridwell?
You'll pay for that!
These six has got your name on them.
No escape! This one's all mine! Ignite!
I'll finish you here and now.
You're mine!
Prepare to be sealed. Glimmer dragon.
Orochi's Fury!
This.
There!
I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. I'll tear you apart.
You're mine!
Now I'm in trouble.
Whirling struggle!
Dohalim! In an instant! Impact Frost!
Whew, I do not like big bugs.
These bad guys really don't mess around.
No, they do not. But we'll get through this, no problem. Oh boy, dogs and guys.
Here's a healing arc. Armor won't save you. My shield? Not today. You're mine. No further.
You think that shield will save you?
Bring him down. Fire support. You picked the wrong fight.
Go for it! Prepare to crumble. Will this help?
Now, take this.
Raging heal! Thanks so much!
Leave the charges to me. Not today.
Glacial spear.
Do it.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
None can escape my judgment! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
I doubt it, but okay. Ooh, shortcake? I don't like shortcake. I'm so sorry.
Little help!
Now you'll have it. Take this. You're mine.
How long are we gonna keep this up for exactly?
You picked the wrong fight.
Freeze now! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Now, you're mine.
In the wind!
Damn it. Too fast. Stand back. I'll trip it up.
A wailing dancing of lightning! None shall escape my judgment trouble! Now! Astral energy! Full throttle!
No
This
problems.
should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Okay, just checking here, but we've got... Okay, there's a...
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Nope. Oh,
Is someone making them stand
Hi.
guard over the Forbidden Zone?
you're not gonna let me just walk around you. Okay, fine.
Right, here goes.
Vanish without a trace!
Swallow dance. Watch it. Far enough. Time to cross blade. Now or never. Blade. Crush you. Vacuum blade. Not today. Eat this. I'm on a roll now. Eagle fly. Tear you apart. Try harder. Not again. Ah! You're mine. You're done. Death blossom.
Hey, let's go.
Now. Scarlet Inferno. Easter. First strike. You're mine. I'll smash you.
Blah blah blah.
I'll finish you here. Dragon Shell.
The waters of creation.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Whirlwind snap!
Here's a healing arc.
Orochi's fury!
Here's a illuminate the dark. Come
Blow
forth,
away!
holy
There!
holy land. The pain between the
Okay. This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Shut it! I'll leave it to you! Orochi's fury! Do it! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
That was a little close for comfort.
Okay. No more big bugs, please. It's all the way back here, though. Enemies and stuff. Okay.
No backing down!
require a hand.
Air thrust! Between heaven and earth. It's like trying to keep up with a wolf. Air thrust!
Burn!
Light astral
All
energy!
mine! Ignite!
In here!
There! I'll smash you!
More for the south! Healing!
You're mine!
I really owe you one.
Orochi's Fury!
I really owe you one.
Vacuum blade!
More where that came from!
Orochi's Fury!
Celestial
There!
to the fray!
We did it! There!
I'm on a roll now!
Orochi's Fury!
Get toasty!
Okay, we got some toastiness.
This one's all mine! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing!
No,
Eat dirt!
well, that wasn't good.
Not a chance! Orochi's Fury! My turn! Orochi's Fury! There!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Could have been worse.
All right, red sage. Regenerative crystals. Some books. What's with the books? Okay. Interesting room.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Which part?
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Chain between heaven and earth. I'll bring you down. I'm the true gunslinger around here. The waters of creation are being
It's over!
Waterling here on call.
Hard no! Eat this! Damn it! There!
Now.
Dohalim! In an instant! Impact Claw! Not a chance! Orochi's Fury! Vacuum Blade!
Raging Cat.
Oof, go law.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
There! Release!
The water's
You throwing crap at me, dude.
There!
without a trace. I'm blazing heavy. Here's the
You're mine!
I'll smash you!
It's in the sky in here.
Vacuum Blade!
I'll be saving this one.
This one's all mine! Burn it!
Now I'm in the groove. Now. Astral energy. Full throttle.
Not a chance! Soaring Light Spear!
Raging flame!
The enemy wields
No,
arcs
you don't, sir.
See about that.
Orochi's Fury! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Step back! This one's all law!
All right, hello everyone again.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out!
I can't let the hatred consume me.
Whoa, whoa, everyone, calm down.
Hold nothing back! You're mine! There! Flame inside me! Yours to be let free! You picked the wrong fight! Fire in the hole! Coyote, coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Kisara frozen.
Hammer!
Okay.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
My turn! Soaring Light Spear!
Take this!
Do it! Neon, astral energy, full throttle!
My turn! Dragon Shell!
Hey, come back here! Where do you think you're going?
Strike shield!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Okay then.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Yes, whatever prize that might be. This is the prize. All right, so we've got, this is our destination. It's, ooh. Hello, hello.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
How do you know that? Is there a sign?
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Yes. Yeah, just go touch the wall or something. Just touch stuff.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What the?
I'm sorry? What is this?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Well, I mean, you
Still,
could.
as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
So sorry.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are.
Thank you.
It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
And they are,
Here's what
they
we'll
are
do.
hurting for it.
We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
Okay then.
What the hell just happened?
Everyone
That
got a
vision.
nice show.
Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
Yes, indeed.
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
Yeah.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegis. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
Nobody knows.
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those.
Good.
Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you.
Don't say
Not that I'm
hardwired. You're gonna make me think that somebody's a
Come on,
robot.
Let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Well, we've got a healing spot, which means we're gonna have to fight somebody. Let's take a quick save break. Whew, okay. Oh, I knew it.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
Uh-oh. Hello? That thing has too many arms.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when—
We can talk later. Here it comes.
Tormented limbs. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core? Where did we get our hands on that?
First we handle the Zoogle. Then we get some answers.
Ow! What the heck was that?
Pull myself together.
Eat dirt!
I never miss. Take it down.
Hey, doing that. Trying anyway.
I'm not done!
you require a hand.
It was nice while
Ignite!
I'm a little concerned about how fast this HP is dropping.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
This one's mine.
Okay, what's it doing? What's it doing? Oh dear. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Here's a healing arm.
Thank you.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Let me help.
Stop glowing, please.
Frigid does it!
Sorry. Here we go.
Stay away from my friends!
Yeah, stay away from my friends. You jerk. Okay, do that real quick.
Here's a healing arm.
Thank you.
I owe you one.
Stop glowing.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Now or never.
What? Really?
Here, let me help.
Not today!
Crossblade. Too much to handle.
No further!
More without eating done.
Swallow dance! Vacuum blade!
Here's this. I'm out of ammo. Where are you going?
Now you see what I can do!
There!
In here.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
This one's all mine! Not a chance! We've caught him on the run.
Don't get cocky.
Right.
It's weakened.
Still anyone's fight. This ends
Would somebody please heal me? Heal me.
Try to dodge. The waters of creation will help fix you up. I can do this all day. Here's a healing arm.
Really owe you
Sorry.
You'll pay for that!
I gotcha. I gotcha.
From death's abyss. Resuscitation. Here, let me help. Holy land, first aid.
I'll smash you!
Even the marksman handle this.
Swallow dance!
Rolling
Instant. Hit. Illuminate the dark. Holy glimmer. Here's a healing arm.
Okay, there we go. There. No, we're just gonna do the Mystic Art.
Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Raising flame and corruption.
Ow! Rude.
Winds of heaven.
Ignite!
Get toasty.
Bird strike!
There we go. There we go.
Now it's just her!
Faria, can you hear me? Faria!
Oh dear.
She's preparing another summoning.
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
Well, smack that thing out of her hand.
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Oh, you know, hey, you do what you gotta do.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
You know, do what you can.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
Where would that be?
I'll take her off your hands.
You? Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit.
Oh, I like you.
I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
Oh. That was really sweet.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible.
Yeah.
But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
Oh, Kisara is so great.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
Yeah.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Okay, and we will move on, but we're gonna do that in the next episode. So, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you then. Bye.